Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Make money based on your skill set. This is very important. Very important. Because ultimately you want to make money based on something that you can do. And now it seems like common sense, but well, honestly, common sense isn't common because a lot of people, they'll get jobs that they don't have any skill in, they're not really interested in, and they're just taking it just because it's there. Now, I understand if you're getting a part-time job or you got to take what's there just because it's there, but in my view, that's just temporary if you have no real interest and you just needed to get something. But if you're talking about really making money, especially if you're talking about being entrepreneurial, don't just grab any job or just do anything. Do something that you are skilled in. That's the best way to make money. Because I've seen, like I can think of this one guy now. I'm familiar with his businesses because actually I got a car from him. But then he would do all this other stuff and it wouldn't work. Like he was trying to do like one of those smoothie shops. He might have stayed in the business a few months, but that wasn't him. Apparently the car thing wasn't him either. But, you know, what was his real skill set? If you're trying to make it in business or make it in a career, you need to have the skills for it. That's the best way, because if you're skilled at doing something, then making money comes easy. Making money comes easy because what you making the money is compensation for what you're bringing to the table. That's the best way. Now, like I say, if you need to get a job for whatever reason, a part-time job or a full-time job just to keep the bills paid, that's understandable. But even while you're doing that, look at what you're able to do. Sit down and do an inventory. What are you skilled at? What do you know? Like the other week I talked about making money with no capital, and one of the things I talked about social media. If you really think about it, all of us who actually make money on social media one way or the other, we're doing it on our skill set, and not just like commentary videos like this. Because you have some people, they'll show, they might give instructional or tutorials on how to do something. Like you got a lot of young ladies, they know how to put on makeup real well. A whole lot of young ladies, and you got some young ladies making some real money because they know how to do it. Now it might seem small, but apparently it's important, because if you have a young lady who has who's doing video tutorials on how to do something, on how to put on makeup, apparently other young ladies want to watch that. You want to do that, whatever your skill set is. It could be, your skills could be critiquing stuff. That's something else on social media. You know, critiquing different movies and everything. You got some people just reviewing some stuff and they really making money. You know, they doing commentary on it. That's very important. Now, that's just one way. That's just one way. Your skill set might be able to cut grass, able to do yard work and everything. Hey, they can make a lot of money. It adds up. If you're cutting like about 10 yards a day or whatever you're doing, it adds up quickly. It adds up quickly. See, it don't matter what it is. Your skill set could be really driving. Hey, you know what? I had to take an Uber over a month ago. There was some issues with my car. I had to take an Uber to a therapist appointment. And, you know, I was talking with the driver and everything, but the driver had a business card. He had his own business just driving. He had a business on the side of Uber driving. He said, hey, you need a ride, just contact. I can beat out Uber's prices. And there's probably quite a few people doing that. Their skill is what? Driving. And it might seem simple, but, you know, if you get enough clients and enough things, you can make money. Like I remember, you know, back in the day, you had drivers at grocery stores. There was a driver at my local grocery store. He would just take people home. You could walk to the store. He'd just drive you home. And I rode with him one time, and How he missed every single light. The way he would drive, he could get through a light and everything. He didn't stop. I was like, and he was an older guy. But, and this is decades before Uber or, you know, driving, you know, getting people to deliver the food. But that was his skill set, just driving. In fact, I remember another time I was going to my great-grandfather's funeral. We had a driver. It was me, my uncle, and my grandfather. And we had a guy who, he was just the driver. He was the driver. He drove us down there. He wasn't related to anybody. He, you know, we gave him money. He just drove us down to North Carolina from D.C. But that was his skill set. Look, think about what you're good at, and it don't matter. Don't worry. Don't get caught up into any trends or anything. Think about, what are you good at? You know, you could be good at doing sound and everything, you know? It's like, okay, why don't you do sound? You know, setting up equipment, video editing, something. Figure it out. What are you good at? You know, you could do tutorials. You could offer your services to people, provided you have good radiation. Should have watched my video yesterday, you know? But that's the thing. Think about, what are you good at? No matter. It could be making food. People are always going to eat. Like, I remember a woman, and she said she could really make some food. She could really cook. Now, I didn't try her stuff, but, you know, if people can cook, they'll pretty much tell you they can. I said, well, you don't need to be doing this. You need to be doing something, because I've known of women, like when I was working in the government, I remember there were a couple of women, they would make dinners for everybody and sell them, you know? So it could be cooking, whatever the case. Think about what you're good at. It don't matter what it is, because that's the best way to make money. Because if you're good at something, it's not even so much work. It's not work, so to speak. It's more or less, you're doing this and you're getting fairly compensated for it. That's not work, because let's be real, a lot of people in jobs they don't like is not really matching the actual skill set. And they actually getting stressed. People are actually getting sick because of that. You don't want that. If you have a skill set, you've been blessed with a skill, that's what you make money in. Your skill could be cutting hair. Look how much, you get some barbers making a lot of money. I know where a local barbershop my sons will go to, you know, and that guy owns like, well, one barbershop plus a big building where he has rooms in it where he rents out stuff to like hairdressers and massage therapists and stuff like that. He had a third place, but that building got torn down. So at his height, he had 3 places, just a barber. Just a barber. So whatever it is, make money off of what your skill is. Figure out what your skill is. Now, it seems simple to say that, but like I said, it seemed like common sense, but common sense isn't common. There's a lot of people out here, and they're not really using their actual skills to make money. So, and I don't care what it is. I don't care. No matter what it is, you can make money off of it. All right? So anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.